Hi, I'm Hutch. My childhood was one that every child deserves. I was loved, cared for, and experienced a lot of joy. As a teenager, that joy came less often. High school was hard. This was the beginning of my mental health journey. My parents never knew of my real pain. I never knew of my real pain. The one place I felt safe was summer camp. I felt accepted and was able to be my full self without doubts. This was until my safe space became tainted. He was 19 and I was 15. I was seen by this man. I liked the attention I wasn't used to getting. He came back to camp drunk one night. We had the weekends off. I waited for his return, hoping to get some one-on-one connection. We laid together that night in our own cabin, away from the other counselors. That night, I not only received my first kiss, but also the first time fingers were pushed into my vagina. I had to continue to shove his hand away until he finally gave up. I didn't say a word, not wanting the man I liked to stop liking me. But it did hurt, and I'm not sure if he got that hint. The next morning, he shamed me. He knew he had messed up and told me not to tell anyone. It was my first kiss. All I wanted to do was share to the world how great it felt to finally experience this. But I listened. I kept it to myself. As I became older, I realized the trauma this man caused me, and it was part of what triggered my bipolar. This part of my story is important. This story needs to be told more often. This behavior wasn't okay and still affects me to this day. Since then, I have had quite a journey. I couldn't explain it, but I knew I was different from those around me. I felt crazy. The next time I reunited with my family, I was manic. I didn't know it then, but my parents noticed my behavior and began to worry. I had then come out to them about this childhood sexual trauma. We all cried together. In a little less than a year, I was diagnosed with bipolar. A part of me was happy knowing my inner feelings were validated. I began taking medication, but struggled with the idea knowing I had to live this way for the rest of my life. I've skipped over many other manic situations and depressive episodes. Next was my drug use and abusing alcohol to self-heal. After my first suicidal thoughts, I knew it was time for a fresh start. While in a psych ward, I started taking medication properly. I also chose to quit abusing substances and became sober. 5 years later brings us to today. I'm now in therapy, regularly see my psychiatrist, attend meetings at a recovery center, and meet with a recovery coach weekly. I own a house and live happily with my dog, Onyx. I work for the Turning Point of Addison County as a recovery coach, as well as at a summer camp that has become my second home. It hasn't been easy, and I still experience hard times, but I'm healthy and mentally stable. I respect myself and see my worth. I'm working actively to manage my PTSD and continue to find the benefits of what my bipolar brings. I'm ready to give back and share my story with the world and to be a support to others with struggles of their own.